Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Janet, and in today's video I will be showing you how to make this wooden sign. I've been wanting a wooden sign in my house for a really long time, but all the ones that I've looked at on Etsy have been a little pricey. So I went on Pinterest and tried to find the best way to transfer writing onto the wooden sign. A lot of the blogs that I looked at were using the cricut, whatever. And I don't have that. I needed a different option, a more affordable option. I found all of these things at the 99-cent store and I didn't spend much. So here is how I made the sign.
So you will need a wooden plaque. This is the exact same one that I use for my advent calendar, and I found those at the 99-cent store. But Walmart, oh my goodness, Walmart has so many options, much more affordable than Joann's or Michael's. They have all different sizes and finishes and shapes. They have it all. So I got really excited. I can't wait to go back and get a few of these for other projects. I used two different colors of paint. I used black for the writing and this off-white to paint the plaque, but instead of painting it, you can stain it or leave it as is. I am also using sandpaper just because the finish of my plaque was a little rougher. A paintbrush and a smaller paintbrush for the writing. And if you are staining your plaque a darker color, you will need chalk. But if you are sticking to the lighter color, you will need a pencil. Print out the saying you want and the size you want it, and scissors. I started off by sanding my plaque just because, like I said, it was a little rough. It was only $1, but the ones from Walmart and Joann's, those were ready to use and they didn't need sanding down. So this is optional. Then it's up to you if you want to paint your plaque or if you want to stain it. I wanted a lighter color, so I am going to paint it this off-white color. And please don't judge my technique. It got the job done. While that dries, go ahead and print out the saying or letters, words, whatever that you want to transfer onto the wooden plaque. I went ahead and opted out for something festive, something for the holidays, merry and bright, and I used two different fonts. You will be cutting these out, so don't worry about having them all laid out how you're going to want them on the plaque. You're still going to cut them out and then you will go ahead and set them how you like on the plaque. So go ahead and print them out on multiple sheets if you have to. Like I said, you will be cutting these out and laying them out on the plaque once you've already cut them out. So you don't have to print them out how you want it on the plaque. Then you're going to use either your pencil or your chalk to scribble on the back of your printed letters, and you will be using the pencil like myself if you are going to be transferring onto a white plaque. If you stained your plaque or painted it a dark color, then you would use the chalk, and you would be doing the same thing with the chalk, just scribbling in, making sure you get all the letters. Then using this double-sided tape, that's all I had, I am going to go ahead and use that to lay out my words and keep them in place while I trace them one more time. Then using your pencil, you will trace your letters all the way through. Now the pencil that you scribbled on the back will transfer on to the plaque, leaving only the letters, not the whole scribble. Careful not to scoot the paper around with your hand or your arm, because then the scribble will transfer on to the plaque and it won't be as neat. Then carefully remove the paper and you will be left with the words on the plaque, and you will then use your paint to fill in the letters. Make sure to choose your font and your paintbrush carefully. This bigger paintbrush was a lot harder to control and to keep precise. And for some reason, this block letter was a lot harder to keep neat. I don't know if it's because there was a lot of straight lines, but the cursive brush lettering was a lot easier to fill in with my paintbrush. And then I did end up switching to a smaller paintbrush, so that might also have something to do with it. But yeah, so choose it carefully. I got these paintbrushes from Daiso for $2, and it came 2 in a pack. And you can see here on my board, I did move the paper around a little bit, or I either pressed on it a little too hard. So some of the scribble did transfer on, so it wasn't as neat as I would like it to have been.
You will also need a sealing thing. I'm using my handy dandy Mod Podge because you can just put it on everything and it seals. So I am using this one, and this is the matte, but they do have different finishes. Like if you wanted a glossy one, they do have that. And then I am also using this ribbon here, this mesh ribbon. I decided to use this to make a cute bow and add it to my sign.
So once you make sure that your letters are completely dry, go ahead and add the Mod Podge or whatever finish you are going for, whether it's a matte or glossy, different brand, whatever. This one works perfect. And make sure your letters are completely dry before you go in with this, because then you'll have little accidents like mine. Then I wanted to add a little extra touch to my sign, so I went in with this leftover mesh ribbon from my advent calendar, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut that out and make a simple bow out of it and just tie it on the top of my sign. Then I'm just going to go ahead and thread in this extra ribbon through my bow so I can use that to tie it off on my sign.
Alrighty, and that is how I got my sign done. I am planning on doing a few more to put up here above my bed. The possibilities are endless. And then, like I said, Walmart has a ton of variety, a lot of different affordable selections to choose from. So go wild. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. That is it for today. Don't forget to subscribe. I am doing Vlogmas this year. And I'm not keeping it with the traditional vlog, only because, like, let's be real, my life is not that interesting. So instead I am sneaking in a few other DIYs, a few other sit down videos for you. So don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.